Hello guys, welcome back. In this video we are going to learn a very interesting concept. It's called channel. Channel is very useful in Go language for exchanging information among Go routines. Go routines are lightweight thread. We have read about these Go routines in previous video. In this video we are going to learn about channels. So let us start. First of all, I am just going to create a package. Now I create a function main here and I just create a channel like this by using a make keyword and chan and keyword, and here I'm passing a string data type. So like this we can create a channel, make chan data type and channel name. Channel is what? Channel is special variable that is used to exchange information among Go routines. Simple one, special variable. So how we can use this channel? So first of all, I just giving a normal information that by using a arrow symbol I can insert any value here. This is value 1 in channel like this, and I just display this value fmt.println, and for displaying use arrow symbol and the channel name. So I just run it and it will generate a one error, that deadlock condition. Why? Because I'm not using right now this channel in Go routines, and I told you that is a special variable that used to exchange information among Go routines. But in a special condition, if I create a buffer like this here, then I can run this, because it create on buffer of one value, it can be stored here. If I store one more value in this channel, again it will generate error. If I say suppose 2 and I run again, it will again display deadlock. Why? Because size is 1 and I am inserting a 2 value. So I can say here 3, or one more value I can insert here like this. So 3 value and 3 buffer size, and you see all 3, and I'm displaying only 1. So I just print this 3 times like this, and it will display value 3 times like this. But in place of these 3 values 3 times, I can use range also. So I can display like 4, and chv means value of the ch from a range ch, and here I say fmt println, and here I pass the chv like this. Now I just run it again, and you see it is running, and again it's saying that deadlock. Why? Because it is reading a value again after 3, but the value not found because only 3 size is there. So I have to close it. So I have to call a close function to close the channel. So after closing this, then I am going to read the value. Now this error would not come. 3 values are coming. So this is a normal condition, but the use of channel is not just to insert these value. The use of channel is to pass or exchange information among Go routine. So I am creating one Go routine here. First of all, I am creating a function, and I say display message like this, and here I just use this code. I cut and I paste inside this, and here I am passing as a parameter as a channel like this, or in place of writing 3 value, I am using a for loop, and I am just passing here 0, or I say 1, and I just less than 10, and I plus plus. So I just going to insert 10 value in this. So I just cut it, paste it, and I remove this one, and here I use the fmt sprintf function. Here this function is just like a C function, but here I am just saying value the percentage d, that means the I, and I say that I value I'm going to replace like this. And now I'm going to close this channel after inserting a value, and then I'm going to call this display message function as a go routine. So go display message, and I'm passing ch here. So that means this channel I am passing in the function that is running as a go routine, means thread, and it inserting some value. I am closing this channel, and now this information will be displayed from that to here. So I just run it again, and you see the value is coming without any problem. So if this kind of thing I want to achieve, but if in place of this serial number I want to display a random number here, so then how I can wait for the go routine, second go routine also, by using channel. So here I am just creating one more function. I say get random number, get rand, and here I say return value is integer as a random number like this, and I just return the value say int dot rand dot int n, and here I am passing the 100, means random number from 0 to 100, and I save this. Automatically package will insert. Now here I am calling this function get rand like this. So this function will display here random value. Save it, and I try to run it. You see the random number is coming here. Okay, and if I put here one timer also like this, time dot sleep, and I say time dot second like this, and I try to run it, you will see that the information is coming 1 1 1 1 1 like this. It is running slowly. So this kind of thing I can also check by using the wait group. So how I can do this? So here I can create a wait group like that. I create here the wait group wg as a object, and I say sync dot wait group. So I create here wait group. By this, at each execution, and here I am just creating a again go route random anonymous function as a go routine, and I just put this code here inside this like this. Okay, so this one I am using here, this one, and I'm just calling this function like this. This is random function, and here in this function I'm calling this again and again. So in this for loop I am saying that by using add function, one, that each and every time, the 10 time I will add a 1 1 1, so it will run number of time the go routine is going to execute. Now I'm going to wait here till the execution of this go routine finish, and then I say also that wt dot done. If the work is finished, So I say differ. Differ means is the last statement. So I do this differ also. So this go routine will run, and one by one the value will be inserted in this channel, and it will say done. If it is say done, then it go to this here and close the channel, and the value will display. So I save this and I run it, and you see that it will wait and it will display all the value together. Before it was coming one by one, but now if I say this 20, so 20 is also going to be come at once. You see, it took the time, but it display all the value together. Why? Because of the wait group. So we are here waiting for this go routines function, that is anonymous function, to be complete the task till this function not execute the done, and this is the last one. It will display done, and it is wait for all the channel to get the value, and then we close the channel, and then we display this. So you see that this go routine display is a thread, and from the thread we are getting a live value and displaying this value here. So you see that how we are exchanging information between go routines, we can say between threads, and this is very simple in Go language. But if you are going to implement this concept in C and C++ or other languages, even in Java also we have a very good multi-threading programming, but to exchange information between thread is not an easy task. But in this Go language we have a separate variable, is called channel, that is used for only this kind of exchange of information. So that is very nice and exciting feature in Go language. Thank you for watching this video.